Hi, welcome to my channel. And yes, today I'm going to paint this beautiful painting depicting the festival of colors called Holi in India. I had such fun painting this. I mean, look at it. It's just a riot of colors depicting a riotous festival. But let me talk more about the characters that I have painted in my Holi painting. My Indian subscribers will recognize this scene immediately, and these characters as well. It's the scene from the 1981 movie Silsila, and it's the famous Holi song Rang Barse from that movie. Rang Barse literally means it's raining colors, and it sure is raining colors, isn't it? I've painted three of the lead actors playing the lead characters in this movie. Rekha and Amitabh Bachchan in front, holding the pitchkaris or the water syringes, with Jaya Bhadri just behind them. So, why is the character played by Jaya Bhadri looking so forlorn? Why isn't she joining in the fun and frolic of Holi? And why is it that Amitabh Bachchan and Rekha are enjoying themselves? The story is a love triangle, and I've given the gist of the story in the description below, where I've also given the translation of the song Rang Barse along with my poem Holi Hai, which describes the festival quite comprehensively. If you haven't watched Rang Barse and heard the song, I hope you do. It is available on YouTube, and it really captures the spirit of Holi beautifully while also portraying what's happening in the movie, the story behind it, the poignancy of the scene, and what's happening in the movie itself, along with hinting at what's happening in their private lives. But more about that later, about the scene and the story. Let's just jump in and play some Holi on my canvas. So I've got a 12 by 14-inch canvas board, and I won't really get into the colors too much because it's self-evident. It's the festival of colors, and I'm just playing with a whole bunch of colors from greens to yellows to reds to pinks, you name it. Whatever I have in my paint box, I'm going to just throw those in. So let's talk a little more about Holi the festival. It is a celebration of the arrival of the spring season in India. Winter is gone. The flowers are beginning to bloom in the trees. New leaves are sprouting out. Butterflies are flitting about. The birds are calling, especially the koel, the Indian cuckoo, with this plaintive mating call going like coo, coo, hidden somewhere within thick leaf branches. You'd be lucky to spot the cuckoo. It is a shy bird, but you can't miss its call. So, it is the season of love. Pretty much great reason for people to come out and play Holi with gulaal, which is the dried colored powder, and the colored water that we spray on each other. You know, India being a huge country with a very ancient culture, going back to time immemorial, although the main theme of playing with colors remains the same wherever Holi is celebrated, but each region has its own traditions and its own quirky ways of celebrating it. For example, Phulo Wali or flower filled Holi in Vrindavan. Vrindavan is a small town in the northern state of Uttar Pradesh. Holi festivities are largely inspired by the legendary love story between Lord Krishna and his beloved Radha. Their eternal love and coquetry are especially played out in Vrindavan or Braj Bhumi or the land of Lord Krishna. Their love story is also known as Ras Leela or Krishna Leela. The literal translation of Ras is juice, but here it means the divine cosmic play or dance of Lord Krishna with his Radha. The people in Vrindavan reenact that Ras Leela even today by playing Holi with colors and flowers. Then there's the quaint Latmar Holi celebrated in Barsana. another small town in Uttar Pradesh. Barsana is the birthplace of Radha, and of course, the Radha Krishna Ras Leela is played out here too. Apart from the holy colors, what's unique about the celebration here is the Latmar ritual. Lat means stick and Mar means to hit. So, as legend goes, playful Lord Krishna visits Barsana during Holi to tease and play with Radha and her companions, the Gopikas, by spraying them with the colors of Holi and so on. Radha and the Gopikas then chase away Krishna with sticks. Playfully, of course. What's quaint is that this scene is reenacted even today in Barsana, where the men in the surrounding areas go to Barsana to play Holi with the women there, and the women chase them away with sticks. And although it's done playfully, it can get pretty rough on the men. So, what they do is they take shields to protect themselves from the beating that they're going to get in the Latmar. All done with joyful laughter and fun, of course. And there are many more interesting regional variations of this celebration of Holi. For example, in the western state of Maharashtra, it's called Rang Panchami, which is again a little different, although it's basically playing with colors. Then there is in Punjab, another western state, it's called Hulla Mohalla, which is a warrior Holi, which is again an interesting variation. It celebrates the warriors of Punjab. And then there is Dol Jatra in the eastern state of Bengal. Each region of India has its little variations, but the basic celebration is about colors and it is about celebrating the spring season. I've listed and described them in the description below, so do check it out. So, let me tell you a little more about the scene from Silsila that I'm painting now. This was a complete afterthought. Initially, I had thought I would just smear in a whole bunch of colors on my canvas and paint a few random figures in silhouette playing Holi. I thought that would make a nice abstract piece of art or painting. But as the season of Holi comes along and the day draws closer, I love listening to Holi songs, and we have lots of Holi songs in India, from folk music to our film music, and I love them all. But Rang Barse is my all-time favorite. I listen to Rang Barse over and over on holy days especially. So of course the song was playing in the background as I was painting, and suddenly I thought, hey, why don't I just paint that scene? I love that scene, I love the song, I love the movie. So why not paint it? I mean, I knew it would be a challenge because I don't paint too many portraits or figuratives. I know how I struggle with my Marilyn Monroe. If you haven't watched that, the link will pop up at the end of this video, so do watch that. But at least with my Marilyn, I had enough space to fully express myself and get her likeness pretty accurately. What I discovered while I was painting this was that because of the small scale of my canvas, I had to make the faces small, and it's very difficult to get likeness when you're painting at this small scale, at least for me. But I also enjoyed the challenge. I think I got Amitabh Bachchan pretty accurately. And though I'm not fully happy with my Rekha, but it isn't too bad. But I'm not happy at all with Jaya Bachchan or Jaya Bhaduri. She is Amitabh Bachchan's wife in real life. I don't think I got her likeness at all. But what I'm sort of happy about is that at least I've got the expression she had in the song and most of the movie, really. But let me tell you a little more about the song Rang Barse and the scene that I'm painting. The song has been sung by Amitabh Bachchan himself in his rich baritone voice. Not only is he a superb actor, especially in the movies of the 1970s and 1980s. But he's also a fabulous singer. He doesn't sing much in Hindi cinema, but he has sung a couple of songs or so, and I love them all. And Rang Barse is my favorite. The lyrics of the song was composed by Harivansh Rai Bachchan, who was Amitabh Bachchan's poet father, and the tune and the lyrics are based on a Rajasthani and Haryanvi dialect folk bhajan or devotional song composed by the 15th century mystic poet Meera. However, the lyrics of the song were altered as well as the dialect into the Awadhi dialect to make it suitable for the context of the movie script. Here I must take a pause and apologize because, as you can see, I painted Rekha and Amitabh Bachchan without it being recorded. I was so engrossed in painting them that I didn't realize that the battery had run out and I lost all that footage. But thankfully, I realized it before I started painting Jaya Bhadri, whom I'm painting right now. And basically, I used the same technique that I used to paint Rekha and Amitabh. So let me get back to this scene, the song, and the movie, and the characters that I'm painting. Although Silsila did not do well at the box office, but it has always remained controversial because of the casting. Amitabh Bachchan, Rekha, and Jaya Bhadri, who's actually married to Amitabh Bachchan, so she's Jaya Bachchan really, and the roles they played in the movie. Long before the movie was made, gossip magazines had been rife about the rumored love affair between Amitabh and Rekha in real life, while he was married to Jaya Bhadri in real life, which was what they played in the movie. And while their love triangle was played out in the movie, the whole movie itself, the song Rang Barse captures it in a nutshell, sort of. And like I said, the song also captures the spirit of Holi, the Ras Leela that we Indians love so much. And hence it has remained, this song in particular, Rang Barse, has remained popular even today. And this song, this scene especially, has remained popular even today. And in fact, Silsila itself, I mean, I tried to look for Silsila on YouTube, and you have to actually pay for it or rent it. And after 3 decades, I mean, obviously people want to watch it even now. And although after all this time, the rumor mills have sort of died down a little, but the whispers still remain. And every time Amitabh Bachchan and Rekha, along with Jaya Bachchan, appear in any public event, the rumors start again, and there's always controversy and there's always speculation. As you know, what happens to celebrities all over the world, it's the same here in India. But the song Rang Barse is freely available on YouTube, and as I told you, I've been listening to it over and over in the background while I was painting this scene. And I really wish I could record it in my video, but there are copyright issues and I don't want to get into those hassles with YouTube. But I've done the next best thing. I have given the song in the description below. I've written it in the English script and I've also given the English translation. So if you watch the song on YouTube, you can follow it very easily. What Amitabh Bachchan is singing and what's happening in the scene. Every time I watch this song, given the gossip, I always wonder when the character Amit, played by Amitabh Bachchan, openly flirts with Chandni, played by Rekha. If it's the real Amitabh Bachchan flirting with the real Rekha, and when Chandni flirts with Amit and gives him the coquettish, come hither looks, whether it's the real Rekha flirting with Amitabh Bachchan, and when wife Shobha, played by Jaya, looks forlorn and crestfallen, I wonder if it's not the real Jaya expressing deep distress. It's hard to say, really. I mean, all three are fabulous actors. They are three of the best our Hindi cinema, or popularly known as Bollywood, has produced. Which also makes me wonder why Jaya Bachchan agreed to play this role, the wronged wife. Although she does have a few powerful scenes, but it is really Rekha and, of course, Amitabh Bachchan himself who dominate throughout the movie as well as in the song. And actually, I also admire Jaya Bachchan for, choosing to do the movie, play this role, despite knowing all about the gossip that was going on, whether it had any basis or not, we really don't know. I mean, it needed a lot of guts to do this role and to be a part of the movie, shooting every day with her husband Amitabh Bachchan and, you know, Rekha, his supposed girlfriend. I'm sure it was very tough for Jaya Bachchan, but she did it. And as I'm painting Jaya Bachchan now, her demure looks, she always had this demure look. Now she looks more feisty, but at that age, she always looked very demure. But I also know that behind that demure look, that she is a very strong and feisty woman. She has always been. In real life, she's she's a gutsy person with a very strong personality and can be fire and brimstone really. And her husband Amitabh Bachchan knows that very well and pays due respect to it. At least whenever we see them in, public events. As a matter of fact, after Silsila, Amitabh Bachchan and Rekha stopped working together completely. They were still young at that time and they were at the top of their careers and they made a huge box office hit pair, yet they stopped working together. And of course, gossiping tongues got wagging. Some said it was Jaya who put her foot down and told Amitabh Bachchan to stop working with Rekha, while others said that Rekha demanded marriage and Amitabh Bachchan was not willing to do that. Who knows what really happened? Suffice to say that Amitabh Bachchan and Jaya Bachchan are still married to each other, while Rekha, after a brief marriage or two, remains single. And now, at her age, she is about 68 years old. She's still a very gorgeous woman, beautiful, and attracts the clicking cameras of the paparazzi wherever she goes. As do Amitabh Bachchan and Jaya Bachchan. Amitabh Bachchan recently celebrated his 80th birthday and he's still active in movies. In fact, is very popular even now, playing, elderly roles. And he also hosts the popular TV show called Kaun Banega Crorepati, which is the Indian version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. As for Jaya Bachchan, who is now 74 years old, she is actively involved in politics and is the member of the Rajya Sabha, which is the upper house of the bicameral Parliament of India. And she participates in very heated debates in the Parliament. She is really feisty, very strong, and has a loud voice and a strong voice. So, with that, I'm going to play some music now until I finish this painting. I found the only Indian sounding music on YouTube Studio, the audio library. So I'm going to play that. Although I really, really wish I could play Rang Barse. But well, it is what it is. Alright, I'm almost done. I just want to paint in the pitchkaris or these syringes that we use to spray water, colored water on each other during Holi. We call them pitchkaris. So this is the finished painting. Tell me what you think about it. Let me give you a little close-up.